Hi there, Derek Hagan here. I'm a financial therapist, financial planner, and life coach specializing in meaning in life, mindfulness, and resilience here with another meaningful money memo. Let's get to it. This week we are going to talk about money stories and other narratives, generally stories that we tell ourselves when it comes to how the world works, and especially how money works. And all of these stories that we tell ourselves run through the filter of your experience. Everything that you've been through colors the world that you see. It's almost like a set of lenses. You've got the world out there, you got reality out there, you might think of it, and you've got your experience. And your experience only lets certain things through. And these things include your money scripts, your collection of money scripts that I call a money story, your other life narratives that you have. This is your personal values. They all exist within this lens of your experience. And you've had a lot of experiences. So you've had a lot of big experiences that have happened over your life that are kind of like things that you remember, big events that you've remembered, the birth of your children, death of family members, first job that you got, first time you got fired. These are big experiences. Then you've got some kind of medium experiences. If you think about them a little bit, they'll start to come to mind. You'll start to think about them. And then you've got just the regular old mundane experiences that you probably would have forgotten about if it wasn't for that one picture or somebody reminding you. So these are your experiences. We'll come back to these experiences, but because of these experiences, we create beliefs about how the world works. And when those beliefs are about money, we've got money scripts. So with money scripts, all of those childhood experiences that you've had feed into the beliefs that you have about money. And this is how money should work, how it shouldn't work, and so on. Once you've come out of childhood, you've now got highly emotional events that can happen to you. That first time you got fired, for example. These are financial flashpoints, and those shape your money scripts. And all of your money scripts lead to automatic behaviors. Every action that you take is because of some money script that you have. And after you get the result from this behavior, that's going to feed back into the money script machine, if you will. This is how we develop our money scripts, mostly from childhood. So when we're a kid, we're trying to piece together how the world works. We're trying to piece together how all of this stuff works. And we do so the only way we know how, that is by observing. We watch and we see. And we're over here taking a look at what gets talked about, what doesn't get talked about, what gets labeled as good, what gets labeled as bad, what causes fights, and so on. And based on what we see, we create those little rules, little if-then statements. If this happens, then that happens. And then we go to work and test it and see, does it happen again? If so, it deepens that belief. If not, we need to rework that belief. Let's go back to these experiences that we have. You've got all these experiences, and without knowing this, you've created a narrative, a storyline through all of your experiences. And that storyline is how you loop your life together. We are creatures, as humans, we love stories. And our life is a story. But the same events, if you took a different view, if you gave the same events to somebody else, they might come up with an alternate storyline and a different way of telling the same story, or a different plot through the same series of events. And as you think through this, you might see that sometimes these are resilient stories. I'm the hero of my story. I've overcome a lot of challenges. I've learned from those challenges, and now I'm helping other people out. Sometimes we fall into contamination stories. Contamination stories being, I can't do anything right. What's the point in trying? Because it's learned helplessness. It's not going to be worthwhile to try anyways. And if we really take a step or dig deep into our past, we'll see that there's many different narratives that we can construct through our life. So we are the authors of our stories. We can choose how to rewrite the story of our past, and we get to choose what kind of story we want going forward, what kind of part we play in our story going forward. You get one life. Live intentionally. Greetings, Derek again. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more, please head to meaning.blog, and there you can learn about all things related to money and mindset and purpose and meaning. And you'll be able to find out how we might be able to work together. You'll find more articles. You'll find links to videos. You'll find online courses, all kinds of things to get you going on your journey towards living more intentionally.